I have been married for over a year. In today's video, I'm going to tell you what it's like. Welcome to the show. My name is Domingo, and I am here in my wonderful recliner. Now, there's no stage or anything like that, but anyways, I'm going to share something with you. As I said, I have been married for over a year now, and it's an amazing feeling. I have learned so much over this year that I'm going to share with you what I've learned. I'm not going to share anything personal, not going to share any details that you don't need to know about, but I am going to tell you what I have learned. As a husband, you are responsible for another person. Believe it or not, you are. And let me tell you some things that I have learned. Number one, your life will change. There will be things in your life that you never thought that is going to change, and you think that they're always going to stay the same regardless of if you get married or not, but you are dead wrong. I was dead wrong. Your life will totally change. Family comes third. Not second, not first, third. That's what I've learned. Because for me, it's God, my wife, and then family. And that's how it should be. You have a new life, you have new responsibilities, deal with it. And I had to deal with that for over a year. Second of all, it's not about just your needs. It's about each other's needs. You can't impose your own needs, or you can't tell your wife, oh, I need this. Oh, you don't give me enough of this. You won't always get what you want. In regards to being pressured or forcing things upon your spouse, big no-no. I learned that the hard way. And also being passive-aggressive about it won't help either. But if there is a problem, talk to your spouse about it. Tell them, I'm struggling with this. Can I get some help? And then the same thing. If you or your husband or wife tell you something, just listen to them. Don't try and fix it. Don't try and be the hero. Just hear them out. So that's what I've learned as well. I had the sort of fix-it mentality where I was like, oh, my wife's in trouble. I want to fix it. You don't need to fix everything. You just need to hear them out. And that's what I've learned as well. Also, number three, communication. You need to communicate. You need to talk about this. You need to be open and clear and completely transparent with your spouse. If you leave them in the dust about anything, like what if you had like some sort of deep, dark secret and you kept that from your spouse, how will they know how to support you? Like, for example, if you had like an addiction or if you struggled with something, how would it help if you kept your secrets from your spouse? I mean, don't go too deep into it, but what I mean is, if it's something that needs to be addressed to your wife or your husband, tell them and get help if it's too hard. And that's the way to do it. You have to communicate with these things. If it's like finances, or if it's a food addiction or alcoholism or smoking or whatever sort of vices you have, let your spouse know about it if they're ready to hear you out. Because if they're not ready to hear you out, then it's not going to help. The thing is, communication is key. You have to communicate. I've learned that a lot in this course of my marriage, and I'm still learning. It's only been a year and 3 months since I've been married. I'm very blessed to be married still, and my wife is just so awesome and so supportive, and I couldn't be the man that I am today without her guidance and support, and I forever thank her for that, and I am still thankful that she is my wife. Fourth, new ways to love each other. Now that you're married, well, now that I'm married, I had to learn new and creative ways to love my wife. And there's still just so many amazing things about her. Like, you just have to fall in love each and every day. I mean, that's how I see it. But if you see it as something different, then I don't know what you think about. But this is how I see it. She appreciates me for me. And she shows me ways that she loves me in her own way. I have to do vice versa. If it's like doing the dishes or cleaning the house or just telling her that she looks beautiful or telling her that, let me take care of that, honey. I want to help you with this. That's a great way to love somebody. It doesn't even have to be verbal. Like, I learned that if I say I love you, but no behavior changes, then it's not really a true behavior. Like, you know what I'm saying here? It's like you are just giving lip service, and I learned that the hard way. Instead of giving lip service, you give a service. You help them out with whatever they're struggling with. And like I said before, you don't have to fix it, but just offer to help. Be there for your spouse because they may not realize that they need you, but they do. Just give yourself to them, like offer them help with just like little things or the like. So that's what I learned. And finally, you're in it for the long run. I survived the first year of marriage and I realized that it's just going to get better and better if you invest more and more in it. If you communicate to your spouse that there's just things to work on, then it'll be easier to fix. It's not like trying out a new car and then you don't like it, send it back. It's not like that. If you are invested in the car, you have to fix it if there's something wrong with the car. Like if the oil is leaking, you obviously take it for an oil change, right? But with this marriage, with a marriage, you're constantly fixing things and making things better and better and communicating things with your spouse. You know what I mean? I've learned so much from this first year that it has completely changed the way that I think. And it's changed the way that I live my life. Because I have more responsibilities and more of an objective to love my wife. Because she's my best friend. She is a woman of character in my life. This is what I say about my wife because it's true. Because she loves me and I love her. And this is what I've learned. I just wanted to tell you what I've learned from it. This is how I saw everything. Like, this is how I've lived through this year of marriage. This is how I'm continuing to grow. So this is just what I gathered from it. And I don't know about you. I don't know where you're at when it comes to marital status, like if you're single or married or divorced. This isn't like an advice video. This is just something that I've been through and experienced, and this is what I've learned so far. Will there be changes? Absolutely. Will there be times when it's going to be hard? You bet your ass they will be. But all I know is that I made a commitment and I'm going to stick with it. No matter what. I mean, my parents taught me to love your wife and love her just as Christ loved the church. That's what I've been taught. But I don't know what you've been taught. But if you're married or if you're thinking about getting married, really think and do research or pray or do whatever before you get ready for a commitment like this. Because this is what it is. It's a commitment. It's not just a contract. It's not just a ring that you put on a finger. This is a commitment. And if you don't follow through with that commitment, then what's the point of getting married anyway? So just wanted to share that with you, everybody. And thank you so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. And if you have any feedback or questions about this, leave me a comment below. And if you have advice for me on how to have a long-lasting marriage, leave your comments below. I appreciate all the feedback. And my camera battery is about to run out. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. And we are one step closer to world domination. You have a great weekend.